Greetings and salutations, Earthlings. Zube here, and I'm going to do a random collective reading. It's been a little bit, and that's okay. If you're interested in a personal reading, astrology, or tarot, my information is down below. Like some Palo Santo. And I had kind of a funny image for today's reading that I was getting because I like to bring something in from meditation. And I've been having this for the past few days because it's sort of what it feels like, but it's like getting into a metaphorical car crash and then you sort of start healing and you just kind of figure shit out. Like basically it was like this. I had surgery on my foot. This is kind of what I was picturing, but they gave me the car crash kind of whatever. It's like what we're going through right now. So I had surgery on my foot, and it's like, then you can't walk on it for 2 weeks. And then they're like, okay, go for it. Walk on it now, but with the boot on, right? And that was uncomfortable, but I was walking on it and I just got the hang of that. And then I went to the doctor and they're like, okay, now you have to put a sneaker on and walk on it. And so it's kind of like, and each of those felt like a big deal to me. So it's a little bit like every time we might feel even an iota comfortable or ready or whatever, we're being pushed out of our comfort zone because we're going to grow. And I think it's like that's happening really fast. So I'm going to go ahead and do a reading. Sorry, I was MIA for a little bit. I was in Colorado and then New Jersey. So visiting my husband and then my family and going to my 30-year high school reunion, which was amazing. All right. We're getting into metaphorical car crashes, and throughout the journey of healing, each step that we master, we're being pushed outside of our comfort zone again. So there's no rest for the wicked. That's kind of what I heard, but like, hopefully you're not wicked. Anyway, wicked cool if you're a asshole. This is general. It may or may not apply. Take what does resonate, leave the rest. If I'm not the reader for you, that's okay. This reading is timeless. So whenever you stumble upon it, perfect. If it fits, and I have other timeless readings if you're interested in perusing those. Oh, that was a good deep breath. That deep breathing, breathe deep. It's been very important. Ten of Wands. This card represents us internally. Ten of Wands is at the conclusion of something. Tens are completion. So it can be overwhelmed, overburdened, like we're carrying a lot of shit. And with the 10, he's gone through the journey of the wands. And then what is he going to do? Is he going to take these to the market to sell them? Is he going to build a house? There's always in the journey of the wands, I feel like the circular part of it, because it's action, we're always moving and doing things. It's like we accomplish this and then we go to the next thing, but we're closing something up so that we can feel like we get a fresh new start. And this is our internal energy. So maybe we are just kind of feeling overwhelmed at the moment. External lovers. Hold on. They're naked. The lovers. So the lovers represents a choice, and it can be in love, but it doesn't have to be. But I describe it like this. It's when we really put ourselves, our hearts out there, and we're vulnerable. When we get into a love relationship, that's what we're doing. We're like, here, I know you're going to hurt it because relationships do that, but I'm going to give you my heart anyway. I always describe it like it's kind of when the honeymoon phase of a dating relationship is over, and that your own imperfections are coming into view and the imperfections of the other party is coming into view, but like you really take that next step and commit to one another. Even though that puts you in a vulnerable position, you're like, here's my heart. No, you can hurt it. And we can do this in career also. So like this can be, but it's a decision. It's a decision to be vulnerable, to put ourselves out there. And we're doing that over and over and over again. I commit to healing. I commit to whatever my journey is. I commit to every time I stand up after this metaphorical car crash and something new comes, I'm a new and prepared person, right? So we are choosing over and over and over again to stay in it, to stay in the game, to stay vulnerable. And maybe it's helpful to find a like, you know, because we're in God, chills. This is what God sees, spirit sees up above. Four of Wands, spiritual homecoming, that's coming home. I mean, the Four of Wands, when I read it pretty literally, it can be like buying a new house or a housewarming party. But I think of this as like getting to like reaching a milestone, coming home within ourselves, right? It doesn't have to be the physical building of it, but, and the wands are fire. That's the spiritual journey. So this is kind of like coming home, and it's in the God spot. So like coming home to God, we're like, flex your faith muscles, like, and keep your eye, like keep moving forward, keep the momentum going. This guy is not giving up. He's moving on to the next thing. What I was starting to say is it might be helpful to kind of delineate a beginning and an end. If you're in a what feels like a chaotic, like washing machine of events, maybe you can make mini cycles that at least give you a sense of feeling accomplished, like, okay, I did that, and then you get up and the next thing is like ready to go. That's really what it feels like. We're just, and the purpose in this feels to me like we're learning to trust and have faith. We're not being given time to be prepared or figure out all the ins and outs. Like we're being kept very busy by the divine so that we have that sense within ourselves that we're loved and supported spiritually, but also that we can be prepared for anything. We don't have to over prepare. We cannot predict everything. We can't know the future, you know. One of these. This is going to be a shorty because I got some stuff to do. Something about love here. There's something about really letting your heart show that just keep going. Keep going, motherfucker. Keep going. That's what I heard. Weird. Money. Find a way to abundance. It says money right here. What is it that you're manifesting? Do you have financial dreams, or do you have things that you're doing or working on that have to do with your finances or like your 3D tangible earth life? Don't give up on those. Keep going, keep moving. This is not a time to rest on your laurels. If you're watching this around October 27th, we are in eclipse season. So what is, you know, during eclipses, things that were unseen become seen, or, you know, we recognize something and that we didn't see before, or we have new information, or something that was eclipsed comes into view, something that was hiding is showing. And within Aries and Libra, this could be with regards to relationships, or it could be in regards to relationship with ourselves. Like, is there something new that we've learned about ourselves that we want to show people? Is that, you know, are there ways that we hide or wear a mask that we want to be seen? And we got leadership. Set your goals. This is the wands are also the journey of manifestation. So this is a really manifesty kind of reading. I'm do an animals oracle. I'm going to get 3 of those for some reason. Wolf. Like that. I'm in this really awkward phase where I'm using these a lot and I kind of think I might need to get bifocals, but we'll get that too. We'll get to that. Authenticity. Wolf. Are you really being you? Have you really met yourself, right? The Lovers card, we all have darkness within us. Like nobody is perfectly light or awesome. Have we met ourselves within? It's reminding me of that story. Sorry, I'm going to turn this off. It's reminding me of the story of the two wolves, and you have two wolves inside you. One is dark and one is light. And the boy asks his grandfather, well, which one do you know will win? The good and the bad are fighting within you. And the grandfather says, whichever one you feed. But we can't hide from our own inner darkness. Are there things you're learning about yourself that maybe you don't like, right? Maybe we're looking at sharing that with another with this Lovers card. All right, two more. Gorilla. Peace. I love that card. It is big butt. Authenticity, peace, like be at peace with who you are. What has your life been like up until now? Accept that, accept that. Like that's just, where we've been is where we've been, but be at peace with where you are and proceed forward from this part. Or reach out to others and love others as they are. There's something here about that. Like if we're vulnerable, others will be vulnerable. I think we're all just kind of in a shit show. Jackal. Truth. Number 44. My brother. It's my brother's number. Truth. Reveal the truth about you. Truth is going to come out. Are you scared about that? Are you happy about that? What is coming to light? What are you hiding in the dark? What are you afraid of for people to see? I was just talking to somebody about this where I play the worst case scenario game where it's like, all right, what's the worst that could happen? And when I get myself when I get myself acquainted with the worst that could happen and I'm like, well, all right, I guess I would survive that, then it's not as scary. So the truth, authenticity, and peace, like, yeah, oh my God, because when we're going from calamity to calamity to calamity and we're not being given time in a divine way, there's a divine purpose from the divine that we are not being given time to prepare for the next calamity. We're just moving forward from one thing to the next, is because we're learning to navigate that space, being at peace, and the truth will always be revealed. And maybe that hurts sometimes, and maybe it doesn't other times, but can you find peace in your heart? That's a very vulnerable feeling. Just be yourself. The leadership card and the money card, this has got a lot of like new earth, abundance, manifesting vibes in it. So what is it that you're creating? Stay true to your purpose, stay true to your heart, stay true to yourself. And that's what I got. Anyway, I gotta go. I hope you have a great day on earth. Thank you for stopping by. Peace. Namaste.